What's up, guys? Am I live? Yeah, I should be live. How's it going? Playing some rapid chess on chess.com. We have d4. Somebody had requested the King's Indian last time. Oh, e3. That's not the normal move, so I will play d5 now. How's everybody doing? Are you ready for the weekend? Let me go with... He's trying to play like a Collie, maybe? Let's go with c5. Put some pressure on the center here. Oh, he's going for a stonewall. Okay, okay. So, stonewall. What do I want to do against this? Do I want to play bishop g4 is the question? I don't think so. Let me just go with, like... Let's play queen b6. I don't know. We'll mix it up a little bit. Hey, Alan. How you doing? 92. Okay. If I go here and he plays h3, if I go back, my bishop could get trapped. So I would have to be willing to trade it. I think I'm willing to do that. It's going to probably be a locked up position, so trading a bishop for a knight in a locked up position is not the end of the world. Let me go e6 now, get the pieces out. Hey, Larley. Quentin, okay, yeah, we could try a Lafian Gambit maybe, if we get an opportunity. I'll look for that. I'll look for that. If I remember. I just have to stop myself from playing d5. Queen e1. Okay, so he's getting out of the pin, so I think I will go ahead and trade it now. Before that knight moves away and my bishop gets into trouble. And I am going to push, since he has the bishops. I don't really want to open up the position. I want to kind of keep it more closed off. And so that's what I'm going for here. Let's see. I think I'm going to play h5. Let's see. Maybe I'll just put my bishop on e7 for now. I'm not sure what my plan should be here. Okay, he plays e4. Well, definitely not going to take. Because if we take, he takes here, and then we're in trouble, right? So I'm going to either castle this way. No, I think I'm going to castle this way. So that if he takes, I can recapture with my pawn. Then maybe we bring this rook here. Pretty weird position we have here. Hey, Andrew. Richard, hey, welcome. Hey, Alexandra. Good to see you guys. Let's see if we can get 2,400. It's not going to happen from this game because that will put us at 2,398. But first we have to win. Oh, he pushes by. Interesting decision. Okay. Where do we want the knight to go? If we go here, h3, we go back. I don't think he's going to take that. Maybe he would, but then it just opens up everything. Alternatively, I just go here with my knight. All right, let's go here. So I'm thinking of a couple things. Number one, can I attack on the king side here? Wow, f5. Okay, so white is just going to keep pushing. Maybe I go back to defend this. If you push again, takes, the bishop goes to d6. My knight can reroute. It's probably fine. Ah, you know what? Look at this, guys. We do have a pin. This pawn is not able to recapture, which means this might be a free pawn. In fact, I think it is. Question is, which knight do I want to use to take it? I think I'm going to take this way only because I like the fact that my queen then can support if we need that. I don't know that we necessarily need that. Yep, I am going to do that. I think they missed this one. Easy mistake to make. You think it's, you know, defended by the pawns, but actually it's not. Let me just recapture that. No problem. Okay, so now it's under attack again. And you can actually see how that queen is helpful there. Let's go to g4. I think. Rook f7 is probably not a big deal. I think on rook f7, we might just go for something like bishop f6. Okay, h3. I'm wanting to try to figure out what happens if I play queen d6. Of course, I don't believe you can take. Probably going to get mated if you do that. So knight f3 is what I would expect. Let's see. Maybe rook f8. I think that makes sense. I think that makes sense. So let's go here. I'm anticipating this one. Rook f8. Takes. It's actually not a threat of checkmate. But still should be a pretty good position for us. Let's do it. And I also could reroute the bishop here if we need that. Not sure how much that helps me, but it is something to keep in mind. Also, yeah, the sack doesn't work, unfortunately, because you take this way, the queen then defends. Yeah, I'm not sure how to bust through here, but it seems like we have a pretty good position. Maybe I just bring the other knight over or something. I mean, this actually does make sense. Because then you can probably play knight h2. Okay, so that's a plan. Ah, you know what else I could do, guys? You know what else I could do? I could go for a knight on g3. Look at this. So, for example, here. I mean, this wouldn't work. You would just take it. h4 could be another way. Yes, maybe this h4 idea. So knight f6, h4 jumping in here looks pretty good. I do have to be careful if I lose a piece at some point, so maybe we save the knight. Oh, Mark gifted 5 memberships. Hey, thank you, Mark. I didn't notice that. Appreciate that. All right, we've got him thinking for the first time in the game, really. A deep think by our opponent. Probably one of those tough positions for them to figure out a move to play. G3? What is this? Hey, Ryan. Yeah, I think we all can relate to that. I think we can all relate to that. All right, what's going on here, guys? Can I just take this pawn? Why did he do that? Why did he do that? I mean, I don't see a reason to not take the pawn. Now I'm threatening h3. Oh, he's just gonna trade queens now? Okay. Let's just make sure there's no tactics. Queen can't take because checkmate, so the rook would have to take. And then I could go check. You know, you could just block. I don't have anything. So I guess we take. Now, I don't have to take. I could just go back. I could say thank you very much, and I just leave. Let's see. If I leave this... Yeah, that looks good for me. I mean, I think that's good. Maybe I should just trade the queens. So we're going to have 2 pawns. Is that enough to win? It's probably still pretty good. All right, let's trade the queens. I'll just drop back. And I'm rerouting over here to f5. Of course, if he wants to take, I can just recapture with the rook. And I'm hoping the 2 pawns is enough to win this endgame. I think it should be. This is kind of a weak pawn, though. That's one thing I'm concerned about. But I do like these 2 healthy pawns against the one over here, so... I'm just anticipating the rook coming here, so I'm trying to be a little bit proactive about it. Also, I might want to double up here. Okay, I did think about that, and I thought I could actually take here. Also, I could just drop back, but if I take, you can't take my rook or you lose the piece, so you have to take here. Then I trade, you take. You've got 2 bishops for my 2 knights. Might actually not actually be as good as I think it is. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't do that. That actually does look kind of scary. All right, but I have to make a decision. It does simplify the game, though. Okay, I could go rook e8. He moves his bishop. I could play e5. I might actually... All right, let's try it. I might actually be able to make this work. Also, maybe rook e3. All right, I'm thinking too much. I don't want to get down below a minute because there's still quite a bit of game left to be played. So I'm just going to have to start going faster here. The bishops are scary, though. Even with my 2 extra pawns, the bishops are very scary. I need to try to trade a knight for a bishop somehow. If I can force that, we will be in much better shape. Let's go ahead and push here. Yes, he messes up the pawns, but then at least we get the trade that I was talking about if this happens. Still not so easy. Okay, so we lose one pawn. But do we get some counterplay, maybe? I'm gonna make sure I don't fall for this one. Wait, if I take bishop here, knight here takes. I'm not even gonna be up a pawn at that point. Okay, one of the fans on my computer is making a lot of noise all of a sudden. Like, really loud. Very distracting. I actually, it was doing it earlier and I cleaned it and it got better, but now it's happening again. So I'm not sure what that means. Yeah, it's super loud. Wow. Okay. Okay. Now it frees up my rook to leave and do something else. Yeah, we'll just debug it in just a second. Let me not lose on time in this game. All right. We got it somehow. Somehow. Now we got to fix this fan. It's going to drive me crazy. All right. Pretty good. What? 3? Are you kidding me? We had 3 brilliant moves in this game? I mean, I was not expecting that at all. What Rook. Oh, wow. It's because I was leaving my knight hanging there. I got all these brilliant moves. Okay, so rook f8 was the first one. Queen takes g3 was another one. Oh, and then here, rook takes f3. Oh, wow. All right, now that is surprising. Hey, that helps the counter though. 24, just like that. Okay, man. Mark gifted 5 memberships. Thank you, Mark. It's the counter overheating. Yeah. No, so I'll tell you what I've learned about this sound before. So it's a fan, and in the past it was like really dusty. So I like cleaned it, blew off some dust, wiped it off, and then it stopped. But now it's happening again, and I'm like, it hasn't been that long since I last cleaned it, so I'm kind of confused. It was good for like probably a couple weeks, and then it happened this morning, and I like cleaned it again, and it was fine, and then now it's like doing it again. Anybody have experience with that? Hey, Steven, what's going on? Is the fan related to the PC? Yes, it's a yeah, I should have clarified that. It's a, the fans that cool your PC. It's one of those. Just like the ones that come with the case, basically. Replace the fan. Yeah, that's probably what I need to do. Tighten the screws. That's something I haven't tried. I will look into that. Not right now, but I'll make a note of things to try. Come on when excessive heat is detected. So this particular fan is, I believe it always runs. It just doesn't usually make that sound. Yeah, good old new PC. Okay. Some of the suggestions are making me laugh. All right. Thank you guys. I will make a mental note of some of those. I'm going to just push through it for right now. Okay. All right. Let's go with... I'll stop that. Okay. Let me go queen d2, set up the battery so we can get rid of this bishop if we need to do that in the future. Let me go with knight e2. I'm just trying to play a little bit safer here. I'll play b4. I don't usually play this way, but I want to experiment a little bit here. See what happens if I do this. It's a bit scary with the bishop, but I'm going to be moving this rook very soon. I might go rook b1. I might go rook d1. Okay, well now I'm going to push so that we lock in that bishop temporarily. And maybe we can take advantage of some weaknesses on the queen side is my plan. By the way, if we win this game, we will be back over 2,400, finally. If it's case fan, it's probably either hitting a cable or the motor. You can probably just turn it off. Okay. Do I turn that off? Is there like a setting in Windows that controls those fans? Or do I have to turn it off somewhere by unplugging it like from the inside the computer? I guess is my question. Okay. Here we do this. I could sack. No, I can't sack. My bishop is stuck. Let's see. I think I'm just going to go maybe rook b1. Yeah, for turning it off, I was thinking more of a short-term solution, not like permanently leaving it off, just while I figure out what I'm going to do. Oh, it just stopped. It literally just stopped as soon as I said that. Totally quiet now. So what does that like? What does that mean? Why would it randomly do that and then just shut off? What do you guys got? Should I go get the bishop? It's not really a great bishop anymore. Kind of don't even want to go get the bishop. I would like to get my knight on a5. I think that's a good square. Look at that. Means the temperature normalized. It's a bad fan. Is it running at a different speed now? Good question. I don't know. Nick. Slapping the case. Got it. Got it. All right. I'm going to go continue with my plan here of... Actually, he might want to play queen c7 and hit my knight. That would be very annoying. So how do I fix that? Okay, I'll go bishop d3 to defend here, and then if queen c7 ever happens, I'll just move my knight. Okay. So now I'll go here and put the knight on a5. Okay, this is what I'm going to do. And now maybe we could consider the old kingside attack. Can I play the Caro-Kann? You know, maybe I could try it. I don't really play the Caro-Kann. We're going to drop back here. Also have the Lafian Gambit I was going to try to play. So the Lafian Gambit and Caro-Kann. External fan's okay, but CPU fan... Yeah, I'm fairly certain it's an external fan, just like the default case fans. Because that's the one that I cleaned and then it stopped. Yeah, the PC's probably... 5-6 years old. I built it a while ago. Okay. I think now is a good time. We'll put our knight there. Interesting that he went there instead of a8. So he's going to give me the c6 square if I want it. Okay. I am going to play g4 here. I think I will launch an attack. I could run with my king like this and bring the other rook over. Alrighty, h5. I thought he might do something like that. I'm just going to defend it. Maybe I will go trade now with that bishop. At least it exposes the king a little bit more. Maybe I will. Although this bishop looks pretty good. That's why I'm hesitant, right? This bishop looks very good. Do I have days I just chat to all of you? No, not really. I'm not much of a small talker. So it's much easier for me when I have a chess game to focus on. I don't really think I'm that interesting when I just talk. Okay. Where does he want to go? Here? Okay, but it doesn't really do too much, I don't think. Maybe he wants to go here, but I'll probably just take it with his bishop. Bishop's not very good anyway. Okay, so he's forcing me to take. Let's do that. All right, all right. So if I go here, no, I don't want to do that. If I go here, trying to put the pressure. Okay. You know what? I'm going to just do this differently. We're going to lock up everything and see what happens. We're just going to lock it all up. I have an idea, though. Okay. He's going there, like I said. I will probably take it with the bishop. I'm going to castle and try to play f4, I think, guys. Good morning from Australia. Hey, glad you could make it. Thank you. Danza, if I pronounced that correctly. Appreciate you. Thanks a lot. I think I will go here to close off. I don't want this pawn pushing at any point and the knight jumping in. So I'm going to stop that. The knight can still go here, but that doesn't seem super dangerous to me. Felix, that's a good question. You know, I'm terrible about actually checking the weather. So maybe I don't actually know, in all honesty. Probably a good chance we are. If he doesn't take me, I'm going to push. Okay, he does. So now I'm going to go this way because I want to bring the other rook over. Yes, I could have also taken with the queen, but I kind of like the queen here, I think. Let's get the rook in place. And now is where it starts to get interesting. Now it starts to get very interesting. That's what I want. That's exactly what I want right there. I think black has a problem because actually maybe I have a problem now that I'm looking at it. Nope. Okay, he didn't do it. He could have taken this pawn, but he's going for this instead. Hmm. I want to sidestep that. I don't know that taking works because takes, takes, takes. He goes rook h8. And then I have to leave. Ooh, 95 is a nasty move, though. We know we can't let that happen. Mm-mm. I have a threat. I have a big threat. Also this. Also an advantage on time. We have a lot of things going for us here. Okay, he stops that one. Ooh, that's a scary move. That's a scary move. I've got the pawns, though. I've got the pawns rolling. Oh, he's going to do that. Oh, 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 he saw it. He saw it. I don't know if this is the right decision or not. But I was really afraid of the queen and rook for some reason. Now I'm afraid of the queen and knight. 'Whew. That was a close one. That was a close one. I think I almost threw it at the end there, guys. Almost really messed that up. Let's see. Yeah. Whew. Okay. $2,400. Let's see about this end position. This is what I was curious about. Right around here. Okay, knight takes h5 was a good move. And what was my plan after rook h8 supposed to be? Just go back. That's not the move I wanted to make. Wow. What if black just plays... Oh, you can't play that because I take here. If you defend rook g4, I'm coming here. If he tries to run g6, it's almost like black has no good move. Stockfish says you have to go king g8. And then I can just push. Wow, that's an amazing position. That's really an amazing position. This was not the right way. Yeah, because I blocked off my rooks, right? I blocked off my battery. Even though I have this threat now, I lose the rooks, which probably is not worth it. Yeah. Now I'm just in trouble. Trading queens is actually good for me because my king was not safe. And then let's go to that end position. So check this out. If he gets a queen, I think he thought, and I thought the same thing, that this was checkmate. Like this. But he doesn't have to take the rook. He can go here. And then I'm just losing. I'm just losing. Because even if I do something like this and throw in a check and get a queen, it doesn't matter. I'm mated. I am mated with these pieces. Your king can't survive. Oof. Check. 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 Mate. Wow. We were that close to just losing the game. Did I actually have a moment where I could have saved it? Nope. As soon as we get to this point, I'm lost. So I needed to go g6 here. Rook b7? What is this? Give up this pawn. Bring my king. Push this. Push the... Wow, what a crazy... And now I'm winning because of this. Yeah, this is too much. This is too much. Man. All right, let's go. Oh, okay. What am I playing here? Lafian Gambit and Caro-Kann. Let's see. All right, let's do a Lafian Gambit this game, and then maybe I'll do Caro-Kann next time. How does that sound? Okay, Lafian Gambit is f5. And it's sort of like a King's Gambit for black, but it's very different because white gets an extra move. They already have a knight out. It's much more risky, I would say. But still can be a lot of fun. He takes. All right. So there's two ways you could do this. The main line is like Queen f6. I like to play this one, which is arguably not as good, but it's much trickier. And you actually let them go Queen h5. Man, it's been a while since I've played these lines. Let's see if I can remember. You let them go Queen h5. And then you play g6. Yeah, we might see this. He's probably thinking about it right now. The point is we're sacking our rook and we're going to get a bunch of development. He actually plays a good move. d4 is actually a good move. What am I supposed to do against d4? I actually don't remember this move. Most people go for Queen h5. I guess I'll just play Knight f6. I'm already out of my comfort zone here. I don't remember these lines at all. So yeah, unfortunately, I am just not remembering at all what to do against this. So, I'm going to go here just to try to get rid of the knight, but at the same time try to threaten to castle. And if he takes me, I'll just take back, and bishop d6 is probably a good move anyway. Yeah, you're welcome, Quentin. No problem. Nice. Okay, so he's going for this, but he's letting me take his knight. So, takes. Queen e2, queen e7. Should be fine. Oh, queen d5. I have queen e7 also, though. Yeah, I have queen e7, basically. Castles. Okay, knight c3. I think we just go d5, right? No, we don't have enough, do we? Wait, knight takes. I could take and then play d5 and castle. Okay, let's do it. Let's take and play d5. We had to get rid of the knight, but d5 is a very important move because you gain control, or you stop the bishop from hitting you on this diagonal. Now we can safely castle. Yeah, this is pretty good. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 3, 4, 5. So I'm down a pawn. If we can win this, we'll be in good shape. I just don't see an easy way to win that pawn. I'm trying to get control of these diagonals before the bishop does. Yeah, he's going to go there anyway, so we need to move the rook or play c5 and b6. Let's go c5 and b6. We couldn't take or we lose our queen. B6, queen f3, bishop d7, bishop f4, queen c6 might be okay. Why am I always counting the pieces to know if I'm ahead? Because when I learned how to play chess, I was playing on a physical board, and there was no, like, you know, hey, you're ahead. You had to count it. People in chat are asking about analysis mode and how to see the top engine moves, for example, after a blunder to understand why it was a blunder. Yeah, sure. Remind me if I don't remember. Yes, Connor. Okay, he might be going for bishop f4. And that's actually a pretty good move, I think. Because his bishop's going to be very annoying. Don't really see a way to stop that, though. Bishop d7, if he takes... Queen c6, I don't love it. Might have to do it, though. All right. Gonna have to play a little bit of defense here. See if we can hold on. So we're attacking that. Okay, we're going to deal with this with rook f7. Can I go king f8? No. Take, I just take. If you sack and take here, that's pretty dangerous, actually. King goes up. Oh, maybe it's fine. It's just one pawn. All right, let's go king f8. Okay. Yeah, it's starting to feel a little bit better. Okay, so I think what I want to do... Well, let's see. I was going to say get the B file, but There's really not a lot of places I could go to except here. The e-file means we could trade. Then I could position my king on d6. Then my knight's free. That's probably good. It's probably good. Okay. King's going here. Obviously, like this. We're going to be able to win these pawns. It's just a question of, are we in trouble here? So that's what I have to keep an eye on. He can't stop me from doing this. He could play a5, but I can also go here and take it this way. So he tries to stop it. But like I said, I'm trying to avoid an opposite color bishop ending. So if I took with the knight and he traded, he would have a bishop on dark squares. I would have a bishop on light squares. That'd be hard to win that. This way, at least we have a knight against a bishop. There's imbalance in the position. Is he thinking about taking? No. Okay, I'm going to go up here. And I'm going to push these guys. It's going to be a bit of a race here, maybe. Because he's going to have this. I'm going to have this. Should I play h5, guys? How do we do this exactly? I just want to waste to move. Because if he goes this way, then maybe we sneak by. d3. No, I could go king here first. And if he goes this way, okay, he does do that. All right, hold on. Here, takes here. You can't push just yet because I take you. Yeah, that's got to be it. If he pushes f4, I sneak over. What an interesting pawn endgame we have here. If I take, he pushes, I push. He goes... He goes king f3. So if I push, he goes there. He's going to stop me. No, this should be a win for me. I have too many pawns. I don't think he can create two passed pawns over here. Because if he pushes this, I just take it. If he... Well, maybe he can. Here. No, that's not going to work. I think I need to start coming back or I'm going to get tricked here. Let's go. Let's go big or go home. Go big or go home, guys. This is the moment. We're going for it. Here, check. Checkmate with the pawn. Yes. Let's go. I have not done this very many times in my career, guys. And he didn't let me do it. How rude. Ah, it's all right. It's all right. Okay. Let's talk about this. So at the very end, he just let me checkmate him with the pawns. I'm curious to go back a little bit and see what would have happened if this didn't happen. All right, right here, you can't take either one because I get a queen. And then it's just a question of, as long as I control this with my king, this is checkmate. Beautiful. Okay. So let's talk about when we're analyzing. I'm going to need to share a different part of my screen. So let me see if this is going to work. All right. That should do it. Let me actually duplicate this. Let me see if I can duplicate this. Where's duplicate at? I guess I have to copy. Paste. All right. Here we go. All right, this one is going to be the one I'm going to mess with. Okay, so when you're looking at these moves, I'm going to put this section of the screen on here. You're going to want to make sure you're on the analysis tab. Okay, so you've got your review tab, which is going to look like this. But if you click that, you can't see it, that button up there at the top, this one, where my mouse is, that takes you to self-analysis. That's where I like to be at. Okay, it'll look like this. And you can change how many lines you want Stockfish to show here. I like personally to do 3. I think 3 is a good balance because if you only have 1, sometimes it's a weird line. You might not understand it, but maybe you'll understand number 2 or 3. So it's nice to have options. And then 5 is just too many. So 3 is kind of like in between. So the plus, if it's white, means white's ahead. If it switches to minus, then that means black's ahead and it'll change to black. Okay. So when I'm going through this, I'm kind of looking at how much that number changes. All right. So like okay, it's plus 1.5. I knew that going into this opening. I'm playing a dubious gambit. Stockfish is going to say white has an advantage. I don't really care. That's fine. So I'm just looking, okay, it's about 1.7, it's about 2, so small. That was a small change. I'm not going to waste my time on that. We went from 1.7 to 2.2, very small. Also pretty small. Okay, so we're at 1.5 for white, whatever. And I'm looking for like a big jump. I'm not seeing it yet. Okay, that was a pretty good jump, right? You can even see the eval bar kind of go, whoa. So right there, I'm going to pause. And I'm going to see, okay, what did Stockfish say? Bishop d7. Okay. a5. Okay. h6. Okay, just to kind of get an idea of like what are the stockfish moves. All right, and then I'm going to look at my move. And the first thing when I see something like this where it jumps that much, the first thing you want to do is make sure you understand why. Like, why did it jump so much? What was wrong about my move? And I'm going to be looking at this top line here. And that's what was played in the game. The queen did capture. So far my opponent followed it. They played rook e1, I think. Oh, they played bishop a3. Okay. Yeah, both of these moves keep the advantage for white. And this is exactly what happened in the game. And you can see +4. This is really, really bad for me. Okay. And it was rook e6, and I'm just in big trouble. So it looks like just the bishops, the fact that white gets to invade with the rooks, I'm not going to be able to defend, right? That's the vibe that I'm getting from the position. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to the moment where I made that mistake, and I'm going to check the stockfish recommendation instead, bishop d7. Now, the reason I didn't want to play that was because I was worried about this. So I'm going to make the move on the board, and I'm going to follow that analysis, that number. Okay, so it was +2.6. Didn't really change much. Okay, so that's still a good move for white. But what does stockfish say I should have done? Rook a to e8. So let's go ahead. Actually, it's jumping around. You'll notice it's saying knight g4. It's saying rook a e8. Okay, it's saying either rook to here or knight to g4. So I'm going to give it a second. Looks like knight g4. So let's see. Okay, that one makes sense. Attacks checkmate. All right, so they play g3 to stop that. Bishop c6. And already I can see stockfish's idea. You give up the pawn. You play here to force them to create a weakness to stop the checkmate, okay? And now we are invading with my bishop along this diagonal. This is very nice. And if the queen moves somewhere, knight e5, I'm already borderline winning. Okay, so stockfish says there's this move here. Look at this, bishop f4, which is kind of crazy. You sack the queen. This would be just a trade. I'm supposed to play queen f6. It gets pretty complicated. But this is the process, right? This is what I do. Basically, just look at that number as you go through the game, and whenever you see big changes, you stop and try to figure out why. Thank you, Quentin. Appreciate that. All right. Does that make sense, guys, as far as the analysis? Are you tracking with what we do here and why, how you figure out the blunders and the mistakes and everything? Let me know if there's follow-up questions. I think I pretty much covered it, but let's go to where there was a big blunder here. Okay, yeah, this one. So, and you can see why it's labeling it as a blunder. It's +2, and then all of a sudden it's +0.8. So you just gave away a significant portion of your advantage by playing this move as white. Yes, Alexandra, you're welcome. No problem. So let's see, what's the deal? Why was this such a big blunder? Well, if we follow the line, this is what I played. This is what I played, and I got into an equal endgame. Okay, so what should white have done instead that kept their advantage? F6. So the first thing that comes to my mind is like a free pawn. Thank you very much. What's the deal? Let's keep following the line. Bishop takes h7. Aha. So stockfish is saying, look, we're sacrificing this pawn so that we can get this one. And you will remember knights are very bad at stopping outside pass pawns. So this pawn is probably what stockfish is saying. Look, I'm going to have a very difficult time now as black dealing with this. That's what they should have done. And if they did that, I'm probably just in trouble. Okay, that's interesting, right? So let's keep going. And let's see this endgame, because this was super interesting. So he did play no, he didn't. He played f4 check later. If he would have played it right now, it's his best opportunity. Okay. He went here. I played h5. Okay, so notice how I didn't play the stockfish move, but it didn't change the evaluation. Oh, there it is. It's number 3 now. h5 is number 3. So as long as the evaluation doesn't change, it doesn't really matter. You know that your move was fine. Okay, so this didn't change too much about the position. e6 didn't change too much about the position. So it should have been a draw with perfect play. King g3. Okay, that was the huge mistake. Wow. You guys see that, right? You see the number went from 0 to -7. Massive blunder. Okay. It's funny, it only labels it as a mistake. That's a huge blunder. So king e2 was the only move. You had to run your king over here, probably to stop these, and then leave these guys here somehow. King f4. Let's actually follow this line. f3. So you set up this little zigzag thing here. I go back, and white just basically stays over here with their king somewhere, and I can't really do too much. That was the draw. Okay. They didn't do that. They played king g3, which allows me c4. And if they take now... Oh, d3 is the winning move. I think I was going to play king e4 here. I think I would have played king e4 to try to box their king out. What is up with this? In my mind, I was thinking they just come here and stop my pawn. Oh, Stockfish says, no, you go get the queen. And if they try to push their pawns, you're going to win. You're going to win. And it's a check. Look at that. Ooh, it's a check. So they don't actually have time to get their queen. Wow. I would have messed this up because I was already ready. If they played this, I was going to go king e4 to box out the king. Let's see why that's a mistake. f3. I go here. g5. Oh, because their king is not on f3. Ooh, see, Stockfish is so clever. Look at this. Okay, you guys understand what's going on? Now, they're going to have time to get their queen. You see that? Because the king was not on f3. Because I didn't get it with check. So that is why Stockfish says, don't waste your time with this just yet. Start pushing the pawn. Force the king onto that square where it's going to be checked from the queen. Then, and only then, do you run with your king to make sure that you can promote. They have to try to push. And now you're going to win. Even if they go here, it doesn't matter. You still go there. You still get it with check. And you still come down and you stop the pawn. So clever. So clever. Okay. All right, cool. All right, hopefully that was helpful, guys. Really, really interesting endgame. If you're coming in late and you didn't catch it, this is how the game finished out. I was able to go for the checkmate with the pawns. Beautiful, nice. You're welcome, Michael. Thank you. Now, I want to show you guys one thing that I was afraid of. It was right here. Okay, the reason that I played my king back, and actually, yes, Stockfish actually agrees with me about this move, is because if I started pushing my pawn, look at this trick. G6. And white's idea is that next move, they're going to play f6, and I won't be able to stop this pawn. Even if I try to come back with my king, now I lose. f6, and I can't stop these guys because I can't come over. Boom. Now, Stockfish says that king c4 is still a draw. This is interesting. Just abandoning this, going king c3, letting him take, pushing, and both, I'm just in time to get a queen and it's still a draw. Okay, interesting. But yeah, that was what I was afraid of, this g6, f6 idea. So that's why I brought my king back, so that if they went g6, I could stop that from happening. Okay? And if they went, f6, obviously I could just take it, and you can't sneak by. My king is in time. Really, really instructive endgame there. Wow, that is fascinating. All right. Oof. Okay, let me close this. And all right, guys, we'll try the Caro-Kann. I don't know anything about the Caro-Kann except how to beat it with white, but we'll see what happens. I think you're supposed to take this. And let me bring out my knights here. There's a crazy trap. I do know this one. Queen e2 here. And you can get smothered checkmated if you're not careful. All right, let's see. Yeah, I'm afraid. I'm going to play e6. I'm just scared of all sorts of tricks here. I don't exactly know what I'm doing. Let's just try to play solid moves here. Break the pin. I'm going to try to get this bishop activated somehow over here. I don't feel comfortable just leaving it sit on c8 the whole game. Can you play the Caro-Kann until 1500? You can play any opening until 1500. Like, any opening. I mean that. As long as you're not blundering and you're working on your tactics and stuff, any opening will get you past 1500. Yeah, that's an annoying move. I did think about that. I guess we have to go queen b6 here. Defend, attack the knight. b4, I'll probably go with a5. c3, I might jump my knight in. Yeah, look at this. We have a fork. We have an attack here. Stops the fork. He defends. Let me think about this, guys. All right, at least we are going to have a nice outpost for the knight with the target here and an open file for the rook. So we do have the bad bishop, but I'm anticipating something like this. And the bishop might have a future one day. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and try to trade the queens. And then usually once queens come off the board, you're sort of going into endgame territory. You have more time to maneuver, and I'll be able to take my time getting this bishop out of here. Now, if I couldn't play f6 and e5, you know, maybe it would be stuck forever, but I don't think black can stop me from doing that. So I'm pretty sure this guy is going to come into the game at some point. Maybe that doesn't do much. I don't know if that was a smart move or not. I want to make sure that I have time to bring a rook over here. That's why I'm doing this first. Because if I would have played f6, the rook comes over and invades. I could get into trouble. So let's make sure we can do this. I don't love this, but not sure what else to do. Yeah, this is very bad position, actually, because this knight is so much better than my bishop. All right, let's get the bishop into the game if we can. Anything is better than where it was. Anything is better than that. If I go back, he wants to go here. If I go to e8, what does that look like? Doesn't look great, but... Interesting position. I mean, I'm expecting rook e7, but what else could he play? Maybe a check. I guess you could... Okay, he does go for it. Guys, I think I have a really cool move. Look at this move. I think that's a really cool move. You can't take it or you'd lose. Yes, you can do that, but now I can take your knight. I don't have to take the knight, though. I can also go check. Wow, this is a very complicated position. Because I don't know if I should take the knight or not. Check and just put my bishop on e8. What happens? No, rook e3 traps my bishop. All right, I have to take it. Hmm. I don't know if this is a mistake or not, but I'm going to go for it. What is happening? What is happening here, guys? I have no idea. This is like one of those crazy endgame puzzles out of a book that somebody just composed. You know what I mean? I mean, look at this position. What is going on? I don't know. He gets a queen, I get a queen? I mean, what in the world? What should I do here, guys? Maybe this? I don't know. This is so wild. Looks like my pawns are going to prevail. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, no. Shoot. I wanted to keep that pawn. Man. All right. It's still going to be a win, but now I have to be more careful. No! No, not like this. Not like this. What just happened? What just happened? I mean, honestly, I don't deserve to win after blundering the end like that. Oh my goodness. We had a brilliant move somewhere along the way. Through the game right here, whatever happened right there. Okay, wow. All right, let me update the brilliant move first. Now it's time to see what that end game was all about. Whew. Where was my brilliant move at? Oh, it was probably rook takes b4. Yes. Okay. That was a mistake. Okay, yes. It was rook takes b4. So he had the back rank made problems, right? So if you take my rook, thank you very much. Game over. I'm going to win. If you don't take my rook, which he didn't, he fixed the problem, but then I was able to trade these pieces. Okay, great. F6 was the engine line. Because here's the thing. I thought about playing this to defend. But then I'm like, he's going to come here. He's going to take my pawn. Maybe I can get behind, but this doesn't really look very good for me. I mean, if anything, white looks better. They have the more active pieces. F6 stops the threat. Now, the only way you can really make progress with these rooks is if you do this. But then it lets my king get a little bit closer to where I want to go. And I'm able to take here, and now I have, you know, now I have something to work with. Okay, great. B4. B3, not the move. Okay, this was fine. This was fine. And this was fine. Yeah, he actually had to move his king, I think, because if he plays... Oh, no, it's saying he could play c6. I thought I had attacked here. I thought I could do this, guys. Watch this. Check. Queen. And I win. So, wait, what is he... Oh, he doesn't take it. He goes king g3 now. And he hides over here. Unbelievable. And then we still have a total mess, but probably a draw. Okay, I didn't see that. Wow. But he saw that, and he just dodged it right away. Oh, I could actually have still taken it. I didn't catch that detail. Because he can't take me because the same trick is there. Okay, so I pushed this one. I went behind. And right here, he has a win. If he goes rook b8... Rook d8? What is Stockfish doing? You give up the pawn, you put your rook here. Why? What is the threat? Like, let's just say I go here. Oh, he wants to checkmate me. Oh. Stockfish is disgusting. Look at that. It's right here. It's like, yeah, we'll just move our rook. No, it's like, we'll just move our rook, and you can take my pawn, and I'll just go here, and you can go try to get a queen, and then I'll just checkmate you, just like that. Unbelievable. Okay, wow. So, that was the best move for white. They didn't do that. They played this. That was not good because it allows my king to invade some more. And now, I'm totally winning. Should have just taken it at this point. And gotten the queen. Yes, I missed that. Okay. Yeah, I didn't even need to do that. I could have just got the queen right away. I don't know why I didn't. But this was fine too. This was all fine. Yep. That was my big mistake, giving up that pawn. Because the pawn is so far advanced. As long as I don't lose that pawn and I just like move my king here, I'm going to have to... White's going to have to sack their rook for the pawn. And I'm going to have 2 rooks against 2 pawns. And I win. I just forgot that it was no longer defended. And then how did I end up losing my rook here? I think I needed to run my king over here. That's what I should have done. Now that I'm thinking about it with some more time on the clock. Yeah, like right here. Maybe just start marching my king down this way. Get in front. I think that would have been a good plan. Oh, this is a draw because my king is cut off now. Unbelievable. This is just a draw. That's incredible. That is incredible. What a wild game. Man, guys. We've been having some really interesting games this stream. Like, really interesting. 2486. Let me do the check. Oh, August 15th. I don't think so. Nope. I do not think so. Yeah, I just don't trust him. I'm sorry. I just don't trust him. These new accounts, it's not worth it. It's just not worth it. You know what I'm saying? Oh, somebody said the Collie. I'm sorry, I forgot. I was going to play the Collie. I just forgot. My bad. Although, against the French defense, we might have ended up here anyway. Is he going to go for it? Is he going to go for it? That is the question. All right, I'm going to be right back. Did he move like right when I left? Oh, he fell for it. He fell for it. All right, let's go. Let's go. Bam. Bam. Oh, bishop d6. That's okay. Queen f3. Hit it again. Bada bing, bada boom. This is a common one. There's a lot of strong players that fall for this trap. It's bishop f2 is like it's an easy move to overlook. Queen h6, I think a lot of people play. I'll just take it. Queen d1. And knight d2. Oh, knight c6. All right, let's take that. Probably just develop. I don't think we need to do anything fancy here. Just develop the pieces. Yeah, knight e2 actually stops queen c1 now, so we don't even have to worry about that. Also defends on d4. Now we can develop castle. Thank you very much. Another one falls for the Lafian Gambit trap. You know, I used to hate playing against the French defense, and now I actually enjoy it. Since I started playing this bishop e3 line, you guys should definitely try it. Definitely give it a try. I'm going to go here so that I can castle if I need to. Because that looks like where my king will be safest. And I can still go to e4 from there, which is probably where I would go anyway. So, seems like the better choice. in this particular case. Now, I don't have to castle. I could just immediately go get that bishop, but I think I will castle first. Put the king on b1, and then we can proceed. Hmm. I think I want to go king b1. I'm okay if we trade. But I could also go bishop c4. And b5, a5, a4. Yeah, I don't think I like that. Let's go here. Would I consider making a video on this opening and trap? Yes, I would definitely consider it if that would be helpful to people. Bishop c6. Okay, it shouldn't be a problem for me. I've got plenty of options. Let's see, what do I want to do with the knight or the bishop? I'll go with the bishop. Yeah, William Grafe might be where I saw this from initially. I think it was. I think it was one of his streams or videos or something. He's got a lot of really clever opening traps and gambits and stuff like that. All right, first things first, we need to stop the checkmate. I can throw in a trade. That's not going to hurt me because it's with check. I guess technically this is not checkmate. I could survive, but who wants to do that, right? So now we go a3. It's the knight. We also have this threat here. We also have knight c4. Black's going to be in trouble. I'm going to try to trade. When you're ahead, trading is generally what you want to do. So that's what we're doing here. All right, very good. Now, let me see. Let's go here. We'll offer the queen trade. He's probably not going to do it. He's probably going to move here. But I'm just going to play like b3 and be pretty happy with my position. Yep. Let's line up here. I might relocate the bishop just to protect my king. I probably don't have to, but I kind of feel like, why not? We could just put it on b2 and be very, very content. Let's stop any shenanigans. So now you can't take that. There's no longer a pin. And now I'm going to start to... Okay, obviously we can't take it. We could checkmate it, but I don't need to take it. Not really threatening anything. And now I'm threatening to take it. So he has to go back. I think I'm going to play g4. Because if you take me, my rook can invade. Oh, it's still checkmate. Just kidding. Just kidding, guys. Hello. All right. And now he wants to take here. Well, this guy is clever. Uh-huh. Okay. Now it's not checkmate. It's not checkmate anymore, guys. Nope, not anymore. Pawn has been restored to its former glory days. It's actually useful again. Okay, now I'll go g4. Shoo. Shoo, shoo, shoo. Okay, there's an attack there. I think we can just defend it. No problem. Rook c3. Okay, there's a queen trade if I want it. He is going to get another pawn, though. So I don't think I want to do that. Let me just go here. I don't want to give him an extra pawn. Three pawns for a bishop, then it becomes tough. Two pawns is usually not enough, so I think we just hold on to the pawn. He's probably going to play rook b8. Can I get away with taking? No, I can't. Yeah, rook b8. Let's see. I might have to play rook b1, maybe? Or maybe there I could play queen b5. Takes, because if he... let's see. Rook b1 is okay, though. Rook b1 would work. I'll go rook b1. He was threatening to take here and come in with the queen. This guy's very tricky. He's very tricky, guys. Let's try to get this rook out of here. I actually did not see that. I think we're still fine, but I have to be a little careful. Oh my. Oh my goodness. 1 second, guys. Somebody's knocking on my door. 1 second. Oh man. What a game. Oh my goodness. All right. Clearly we obviously messed that up big time at the end. Our opponent was being very tricky. Look at that. Oof. All right, let's see. Where was the big mistake at? Because there must have been a really easy win somewhere here. C4, attacking the knight. And if the knight moves, then we take here. If the knight moves here, we trap the bishop. So that was one thing. Just C4. Okay. Still way ahead. I should have played G4 right away. Right here was a good time to play it. Because he's not really threatening anything. Now he is threatening this. So rook B1 was... Oh, bishop A3, that's fine. Okay. G4 was a good move. Wow. So I really just messed it up at the end. I played pretty well for most of this. Uh-huh. Okay. When I missed queen D4, that was when everything fell apart. If I just play bishop B2, the rook has to leave. I move somewhere. Everything is solid and I'm good to go. That was the big mistake, playing king B2. And then we had a million checks. I missed a win. Because if I go check here, wherever he moves the king, here or here or here or here, I have a fork to win the pawn. Anywhere that he goes. Like right here. And then I don't have to worry about that pass pawn like I kind of keep worrying about it. I was trying to do that, I just missed the way to do it. And now it is actually just a draw, or should have been a draw. Man, these games are intense. I don't know how I keep winning. I honestly, I don't feel like I deserve to keep winning all these games. Oh boy. Okay. We played the Lafian Gambit, we played the Caro-Kann. What else? I guess we go back to the usual stuff. Let me go back here instead of H5. I saw John Bartholomew do this recently. He knows what's going on in these Scandinavian positions, so this might be a better move. Because the nice thing about the queen not being on H5 is when H3 happens, instead of always having to sacrifice it like I do, I could just go back. And now if you play G4, you're really overextending. And my queen is relatively okay here because we can always take this knight if we want. E5. So if I play knight B4, knight E5 takes. Should be okay. Bishop b5, c6. Should be okay. So I think we could play that. I could also take and then play knight e5. What if he plays g4 first and then knight e5? Oh, I'm not sure what's going on there because I have a check, but my queen's under attack. If I try to move it, then he takes. Wow. All right, this is a total mess. Yeah, something tells me I should probably take this knight. I just feel like g4 knight e5 is going to cause me all kinds of problems. So I think we need to take it and then knight e5. Then we can castle. Take the pawn on d5. Yeah, that looks good. Definitely want to get rid of that bishop. And now I will castle and put the pressure on here. Because your king starts on a light square as black, and when you castle, it's on a light square. The light square bishop is very dangerous. So that's why, like, a lot of times getting rid of it is a good thing. Normally, I would want to play e6 or c6, but I can't right now because the knight's defending it. So I'm going to go for a different approach and try to do something like this. Okay. I think my attack's a little bit better. I think it's a little bit better. Like if white's light squared bishop was still around, I'd have to worry about all kinds of pins and stuff. But because it's gone, we don't even have to worry about it. And trading queens, I think, is okay because then I don't have to worry so much about the attack as far as getting checkmated. But this pawn on d5 looks like a nice target for me. Also, we can get our bishop on this diagonal. Pretty dangerous for white. It's interesting, when queens are on the board, these are very dangerous attacks. As soon as queens come off the board, it's like, not so much. That's probably a pretty good move. Okay, definitely don't want to take and let the rook in. I could push, or I could just let white take me. I think I'm just going to let white take me. Because then I can use that extra move to do something, so... Yeah, the problem with trying to lock it up with a5 is that the b5 square was going to be open after b6. And then the knight could jump in, and I can't really stop it from opening up, actually. So I think the extra time of getting my bishop here was more valuable. Seems like the knight needs to come over on this side of the board. I'm not sure what to do here, guys. I'm going to go with this and see what happens here. He's going to probably trade this for this. But he takes, I take, is what I think is going to happen. Good news is my king is in a good position to deal with this pawn. So that's one nice thing. Maybe I can even win that pawn. That's what I'm hoping. Let's attack the rook and defend my pawn at the same time. I'd like to be able to go rook c4 here and just really put the pressure on all the pieces at the same time. Okay, we have to defend the knight or go here. I'll defend it because it also gets my king off of the back and more towards the action. Okay, looks like a pawn. Okay. So we've got an extra pawn. The question is it enough to win? And we also have over a minute on the clock, which is nice. Gotta watch out for these forks, guys. Maybe I shouldn't have played e5 just yet. Looks like I'm losing a pawn. Man. How did we let this happen? Oh, they disconnected? They disconnected at this moment? Tough luck. What's your opinion on other board games? What's your opinion on video games? Yeah, I like board games. I like video games. I haven't had time to play a lot of video games since we had kids. So, yeah, your life changes when you have kids. So I just don't have time. Wow, all that, and then it gets abandoned. But yeah, I mean, overall, I like video games. I like board games. Other board games besides chess. I think we were going to win on time anyway. But yeah, they played pretty well there at the end. Pretty evenly played game. Yeah, e5 was a bad move. I felt like it was as soon as I played it. Should have used my rook, relocated my knight. Because as soon as I play e5, I missed this move. It's a very, very good move. I can't hide behind the pawn and protect it because of the fork. All right. I guess... How many... I feel like I haven't lost in quite a few games. Wow. Did I count that right? 12 games? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, 12 wins in a row, guys. Man. All right, I guess we'll end the stream when I lose. How does that sound? Stream ends when I lose. No time for video games, but plays chess all day? Yeah, I mean, I get paid. I get paid to play chess all day, so that's why I can afford it. I don't get paid to play video games. D5, yeah, that's a good move. I don't know. I'll just pin the knight if it comes. Oh, he can't play knight c6 as I take here. Yeah. Okay. Maybe if I stream video games, I'd also get paid. Maybe. I haven't even thought about trying that. Yeah, Gary. Yeah, I think just playing games is very different than actually like being good at something. Because if I was like, rated 700, I don't think very many people would be watching me play chess. You know what I mean? You'll pay me to do a Marvel Rival stream. I don't even know. I don't even know what that is. Is it a game based on Marvel characters? I don't even know. Um, let's bring out my bishop, I guess. Yeah, no offense to the 700s. No offense to the 700s in the chat. All right, let's castle. I don't really know. It's an Overwatch type game. Hmm. He's probably gonna castle. I think I'm going to bring my knight out. Suppose I could take and get an isolated pawn, but I don't know if it's worth giving up the bishop for that. Is it? Is it worth giving up the bishop? Takes, there. There. Huh. It's very interesting. I think I will try this. I will try this. Because at least now I have a very clear plan. Target the isolated pawn. Get my rook to d1 and see what we can do. It's a little bit risky giving up the bishops, but let's see. Let's see. I just noticed we have the exact same rating. My opponent and I are both 24-26. I think I've talked to this person before. We were talking about the cheaters. We were talking about the cheaters on chess.com that are not getting banned. Because we both were playing against some of them. So whenever you have an isolated pawn, usually you want to blockade it so it can't move. And then try to like pile up rooks or queens or whatever. So that's what I'm going for here. That's what I'm going for. Maybe I'll play f3, bring the rook. Yeah, f3, rook d1, knight f5. It's like a very good plan. Why don't I stream playing every chess video game ever made? Yeah, I could try that. Let's go f3. Well, let's go rook d1. The problem if I take either of these pieces is then the pawn is no longer isolated and it gets support. I don't really want to take that, so I'm probably going to be... Okay, he doesn't even give me the option. He wants to go here. Okay. Oh, what to do? What to do? I'm not really sure. Bishop does a good job sitting here of guarding the knights. Now we've unleashed the rook, so we have a little bit of pressure on this pawn. We still need a lot more, because he's got 2 defenders. Tactically, there's always going to be a check to uncover the rook. So, gotta get my knight maybe to e3. Or maybe double up rook somehow. So maybe we go knight d2 to get rid of this guy. We play b3. Maybe I put it here. Maybe I go here. 4. We do have a nice time advantage, so that's good. h6, okay. Yeah, I'm going to bring this knight so that I can play b3. So now we have the knight in position with the rook. And I might actually be able to set up the rooks like this. So we're slowly but surely trying to put the pressure. We can defend that. He can't go here because of the... Ah, he can go there! Oh. He doesn't go there. But he can also do this, and he gets rid of his pawn. Wait. Rook d1? No, he takes here. No. So all that, and our target is gone. Unfortunately, that's just how it is sometimes. That is just how it is. Probably going to be a drawn endgame, but I do have the time advantage. So you never know. Let's see. Opposite color bishops also is why it's probably going to be a draw. Unless somehow I can, you know, trade my bishop for his knight or my knight for his bishop. Then there could be chances. Let's get rid of that knight from there. Yeah, see, this is what I don't want to do. Because as soon as you trade that, it's just a draw. It is just a draw almost immediately. So... Ooh, okay. Now I have the opportunity here to create the imbalance. It's pretty risky because the bishop's good at covering both sides of the board, but my time advantage makes me think I should push for the win here. Oh, I didn't see that, guys. Shoot. That's not good. That's not good. No, no, no. Can't go there either. Wow. Okay, all that for a draw. That was actually good considering I blundered the pawn at the end. Whoa. So black had an opportunity that he didn't see. I never had a chance, basically. Let's see. Where was the big mistake at? Oh, it was when I blundered the pawn, of course. Okay, sure. So he takes it, and then f5 was his mistake because he blundered the pawn right back. If he would have played bishop d1, I actually have like no moves. Check it out. I can't move my knight because of this. Can't go there or there. Can't go there. Can't go there or there. Don't want to push either pawn or I lose a pawn. Don't want to push this or I lose a pawn, so I have to go king e4. And then he can play b4. Takes. His king comes up. And he wins. King b5 is even fine. Yeah, he's just going to win. Dodge the bullet. Dodge the bullet there. Okay. Let's defend my pawn. Let's go bishop d3 and get ready to castle. I'm not sure which way yet. Both have advantages. This way we get the rook on the f-file, which is super nice. This way we get the rook here, also nice. And then if we want to throw our pawns forward in the future, we can. Yeah, which way? I'm going to go this way. I like the immediate pressure here. I think that's pretty valuable, so. Oh, sorry, Christian. I forgot. I forgot about the Collie. My bad. Totally forgot. Bishop e7. Let me bring a rook over. Bringing in the knight. Obviously, you can't take because of this queen check. Goes knight d5. I'll probably just drop my bishop back. No reason to allow that trade. Okay. And now if I want, I can chase the knight right back with c4 at some point. Gotta watch out for the potential check here, but I could also play c3 if I want to defend like that. I'm pretty sure he's debating if he wants to castle. Yeah, and he's deciding to not. He's attacking here and here. I'm debating. Yeah, I'm going to do it. I think I'm going to do it. I'm going to offer another pawn. So I'll sack 2 pawns, but I will have the bishops against the knights on an open board with my rooks in good position. Pretty safe king. I think that's reasonable. Stockfish probably disagrees with me, but practically I like it. Of course, he could also go for this, but that looks pretty risky, allowing me to open up the king. Yeah, so he's going to go for that. I will tuck the king in the corner. So here we go. We have 5 pawns. Black has 7 pawns, so 2 extra pawns. But I've got the bishops, I've got the rooks. And the board is very open, right? You can see These bishops are quite powerful. Okay, so he goes the other way, but we can still attack that way. Question is how? I'm going to set up b4, b5, and try to open up the king like this. Okay. Is now the time? I think it is. b4, b5, take the pawn, open up the king. Maybe we swing over the rook. Let's see what's going to happen. All right. Hmm. I just feel like I need some support here. I don't know if this is justified or not, but I feel like I need it. I want to push this, but I can't right now because he just moves his knight, and then all of a sudden I'm like losing all my bishops to the queen and rook battery. So I'm trying to mitigate that risk. That c4, c5, b5 is a legitimate threat here. Yeah, why couldn't I take the knight on f4? Because even if I did, he takes my bishop, and it's just a trade. Now it's different because I have a rook sitting there, which is why I played that. So now I think I can play c4. But we needed it to be protected. Now you might really start to see the power of the bishops on the open board here. The knights are going to have a tough time, and my bishops are looking really, really good. Andrew, welcome. Welcome to the future. So he gets away from that. Missed pawn h6. No, actually, I did see that, but trading a bishop just to get one pawn back, I don't think that's the way. I think we focus on attacking and use these bishops to just control the board. I think that's more valuable than just getting one pawn back. Okay, rook d7. Maybe he wants to double. You always do have the option, but I'd like to go for a little bit more if we can. I would like to go for a little bit more. Oh, he took that. I wasn't actually expecting him to take that. He wants to use d5. That's interesting. Okay, but he has to give up the c file. That's risky. That's very risky to give this up. He does get 95 though if he wants it, but gotta be super careful because I've got the bishop slicing across this way, the queen. Oh, he goes rook d5. Isn't that interesting? Rook d5, huh? Maybe he wants to go rook d8 and trade all the rooks, which would be bad for me. That would be bad for me. So how do I prevent that? How do I prevent him from trading all the rooks? I might need... It's going to be awkward. I mean, I could trade the rooks. I just don't know if we have enough. Nope, it's not what he's doing. What is this? Oh boy. He's threatening a fork, so I probably have to do this. And then I really think I should take this opportunity to bust open everything. Hmm. Hmm. I don't know what to do. I don't think that was the move. I just couldn't think of anything. Got it. We got it. We got it. Whew. Whew. Okay. Breathe, Nelson. Breathe. Yeah, pretty good game. We never were actually too far behind. Let's see what Stockfish said about those bishops against knights. It thinks it's equal. It thinks it's totally equal. Okay, it doesn't like knight c5. Of course, Stockfish doesn't like when you give up the material. But it's a small advantage for black. It's pretty small. And now, all of a sudden, as soon as I kick that knight out of there, I'm in the lead. Yeah, the pawn on h6 here, it's just not the best. I mean, yes, I could have done this, and it's okay, but this is a little bit stronger. Oh, queen f4 was the best move. Okay, adding the pressure. Let me jump to the end. When I played bishop g4, what was the best move here? Queen b4? Why? Doesn't that just let him trade? No, because if you trade, you can't defend this. Ah, interesting. So queen b4. Yeah, this was a bad move. This was a very interesting position, though. Because he had this. Okay. I said I was going to play until I lost, but what if I don't lose? What happens? Oh, I've played this person. No, I don't trust this person, guys. I'm sorry. I don't trust them. I don't know necessarily if they're... No, I just don't trust them. I'm sorry. I remember some fishy things happening against that person. Okay. I think this looks... What was I supposed to play against this? Was there an opening request? No, a Collie. Can't really play... I guess I can sort of play a Collie against this. We'll play a Collie with black. How does that sound? Collie with black. Get the pawn pyramid here. Get the bishop out. Knight f6, castles. Rook e8, e4. This is the Collie. Except usually you do it with white. I'm doing it with black. I think I'm going to put the knight on d7 first, and then... Oh, he's pushing. He's pushing. Okay. That's interesting. Just turning on a light. It's getting dark in here. Okay. I actually like this. Because now you have no way to put pressure on me on d5, and I can just take my time pushing e5 here. I like this. Let's go knight d7, and we'll play e5 next. I really don't know what is happening here. But this just looks awful for white. This looks really bad. This just looks really bad. Because notice how all my pieces are starting to aim towards the king. Right? You guys see that? I have logical chess games floating around in my head where I'm like, somehow we have to make this work. His pieces are so uncoordinated over here. We've got everything in the direction of the king. We have to make this work. E4. I mean, another just crazy move. Like, what is happening here? Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Look at this one, guys. Oh, wait, one second. Oh, yeah. Oh. We had to check some details, but this is a killer. Yeah, if he takes it, we have knight f3 double check, which means you have to move your king either here or here, and then boom, checkmate. So that's good. Now what? Do I go queen h4? Or do I move the knight first? Yeah, it's got to be queen h4, right? So what we're looking to do is move the knight and somehow checkmate the king. The issue is this guy coming to f3 in some cases. So how do we avoid that? Like if I go check, what happens? If you take with the knight, takes, I win. If you take with the pawn, takes, then the knight comes back. That's the issue, okay? Ooh. No. I was going to say knight f1, but then he just takes. Again, the issue is this knight coming back to f3. So how do we... Oh, maybe I just go knight g4. Maybe I just go here, threatening that way. You can't do knight f3. If you take me, I just take. And if you do knight f3 now, I've got queen f2. Okay, so knight g4. Ah, no, but my rook is sitting here. Ah, okay, hold on. We could take with the bishop. That's interesting. Or we could start with bishop g4. That's also interesting. Okay. Yeah, what's better, actually? Maybe bishop first? All right, let's do that. That way my rook is not a problem anymore. Okay. And we also get some more control on these important squares. We might be able to do something fancy with the bishop in the future. Ah, he cuts off my other bishop. That is potentially a problem for me. Okay. So how do we checkmate, guys? Let's see. I mean, I can move the bishop around. If I take, he takes probably with the queen. No, you can't take with the queen. So you take with the knight. No, I think you lose. So you take with the rook. Okay. So take, or this knight, or this knight. All right, let's say you take with the rook. Are you going to tell me I don't have a checkmate here? I mean, this is just... This is nuts. Can't do this. Shoot, and I've got 2 minutes. Okay. Pretty amazing. Pretty amazing. Gotta move. I gotta move. Gonna lose on time. This is amazing. Also, this person's not thinking. Really? No, this is... Something is fishy here. Something is really fishy here. Yeah, they're going to take 6 seconds to take the queen. Yeah, this is... This has rice written all over it. You're going to take, again, to take the bishop? I mean, come on. Come on, dude. Those were the only 2 moves. They spent 10 seconds, yeah. Man, how do you survive this long, not get banned, and you play for over a year? Come on. Look at this. Look at this move. Disgusting. Yeah, look at that. Oh, 7 seconds to take my rook. Oh, look at that. White's up a rook after allowing what looked to be checkmate, but it's not, and he's winning. It's amazing. How long do we think it will take him to take my free knight? Ready? Oh, 6 seconds. Let's try again. How long will it take him to take my free knight? Ah, 5 seconds. He's getting faster. Rice cooker's heating up. I'm a little bit frustrated. What I'm really curious about was, did Stockfish really say it was good to allow that craziness? First of all, let me just see what's going on here. 1500 blitz player, 1400 bullet player. Easiest report of my life. Easiest report of my life. So he plays bad moves and then he turns it on and wins the game. That's what he does. That's what he does. That's why he doesn't get caught all the time. So lame. Okay. I mean, I even said it. I was like, this is not a good idea, right? Why would you do that? That's a bad idea. And then I said it again. I was like, why would you go here? This makes absolutely no sense, right? He's playing like a 1400 rated player. And then, somewhere along the line, oh, beautiful. We had the brilliant move. Let me at least update that. Got something from this game. So right here, I guess he turns it on. I was playing all the best moves too. Until that one. I needed to move either knight to here. And if he... Oh, because I'm threatening on F2. So let's say he... Oh, it's hard to deal with that, actually. How does he defend F2? You got to take, Stockfish says. Then I take with the bishop, which defends. Attacks the queen. Yeah, it's a tricky position. Okay, so I didn't see that, obviously, because I wasn't cheating like my opponent was. Then they play d6, and I'm going to guess it's every move is Stockfish. Yep, there's a Stockfish move. There's a Stockfish move. There's a disgusting Stockfish move. Stockfish. 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 Also disgusting move. Ugh. Oh my. Well, there's the loss. It was bound to happen. There's rice cookers everywhere. To be honest with you, to have avoided them for like what, 13, 14 games, that's pretty amazing in and of itself. Oh, this person's playing. This person is playing right now. The rice cooker is playing. Ooh, against another NM. Let's take a look at this. So the rice cooker's playing with black. And... not sure if they've turned it on yet or not. Not sure if they've turned on the cooker. Let's see. Let me see. Ooh, that was a mistake. Let's see why it was a mistake. I'm sure that the rice cooker is about to show us. He starts with a check. Okay, that was in line with Stockfish. We're going to see King B1. Yep. Is it because B4? Queen A5? Why is this bad for white? It doesn't look so bad. Maybe B4 is kind of scary. No, you just castle, of course. Just castle, okay. Wow, it's crazy this is -3 for black. I wonder what the idea is. It's got to be some kind of an attack over here. right? Oh. Did he turn it off? Did he turn his rice cooker off? He's got too big of an advantage too early. Still, it's good for black, but that wasn't the top move. That might have been like the second move. I can't see the moves. I can just see the eval bar. This is still really good for black, though. Coming in the A file. He's going to take. He's going to bring his other rook over. Go for a checkmate right here. So white has to figure out how to stop that. That is not an easy problem to solve. 1, 2, 3. So you just have a couple of moves to stop checkmate. You can't run with your king because it's bishop. Yeah, what do you do? B3, king B2 probably. But then I think B4, C3 maybe. Yeah, you probably have to play like B3. I don't see another way to deal with it. Do you guys? Okay, so his plan is to play G4, G5, and then he can run with his king. So takes G4, rook over G5. Yeah, I'm not sure if this guy's rice cooking right now or not. The time usage suggests that he still is. Let's see. How's he going to deal with it? Giraffe chess. Dave Mohan. I wonder if he knows he's playing a rice cooker. Should I tell him? Should I tell him he's playing, or should I just let it play out? Yeah, he's in the same time. He spent a little bit longer on some of these moves, but he's still right around 7, 8 seconds. Even 7 seconds to recapture that. It's literally the only move. Super obvious. I'm gonna get in trouble if he's not, and I get he is. I don't even need to think about that. He is. There's no if he's not. He is. It is super obvious. I think I'll wait till after the game. I don't want to talk to him during the game. Oh yeah, that's what I could do. I could ask him after the game. How'd you feel about your last opponent? Yep. I think he knows he's getting mated. Maybe he went... Oh, he wants to play B3. Oh, I see. Still not good. He's going to play C3. Yeah. Takes, king B2, B4. Yeah. Let me see if this person will talk to me. Hold on. Let's see. Let's see if he says anything. I want to see if this person gets banned like right now. They should. They should get banned like instantly. It's pretty obvious. They're playing again? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh, accuracy on the last game. Let me just see what that was. Hold on. Let's see. Where's the game review on this? No, where is it? Where is it? Here we go. Yeah, it was 84.5. That's what he does. He plays some bad moves in the beginning, and then he turns it on at the end and wins. That's what he does. Here's the other game. Let me catch you up on what happened. I mean, this is such a stupid move. Like, why would you do that? Why would you do that? Because you want to just get hit with a piece? Because there's a fork if you do it? I mean, come on. Still, okay. I don't even know if that was a Stockfish thing or just him just playing bad moves. Like, it's hard to tell. No, but the time usage, he might be... He's got some system where he thinks he doesn't get caught, but I'm just waiting for it. I wonder if they'll ban him mid-game. They wait till the games are over. No, I'm not going to play another game. I'm going to just see what happens here and call it a night. I said I was going to play until I lost, so... I mean, it's not a real loss, but it's still a loss. No, that NM's not talking to me. You're now watching someone playing chess. Yeah, I'm gonna end soon. I just want to see this last game, and then I'll probably call it a night. Yeah, see those last two moves? He spent like 30 seconds, and he played some bad moves. You saw the eval bar jump there, right? Like he captured this, not a good decision. And then he goes here, not a good decision. Now white messed it up, but... And then he goes check. I guess check actually was a good move because the queen is sitting the rook. So that was probably a good move. Now he castles. Come on, chess.com. You got to ban this guy. What's crazy is I could have totally won if I would have just not played bishop g4. Would have just played like knight g4. I could have totally won. Because he gave me too big of a head start, except I just messed it up. That's what's really frustrating. Oh, goes to an endgame. Yeah. This is kind of boring. There's a free pawn. Let me take 6 seconds to take it. Watch him take 6 seconds to recapture this. Yep. 3, 4, 5. Okay, that was pretty fast. Let's see. What does he do about the threat to the knight? Wait, does this guy actually... Let me see something. Does he actually lose games? Or does he... Yes, he has lost some games. Probably he gave too many... He gave too much of a head start, is what I guess. All right, what's happening here? 4 pawns, 4 pawns. Okay, so you take this, you pin the knight. You pin the knight. How does he get out of that? He probably moves the rook. Yeah, you have to move the rook here or here. And then you can move your knight. Yep. He saw it in 5 seconds. Imagine that. So if I'm white, what am I doing here? King g3. Yeah, maybe knight f5, I was going to say. Now he's going to move his knight to get away from the pin. Yep. Yep. Seven seconds. Anybody wondering what we're doing here? We're just watching a rice cooker. Black is the rice cooker. King and pawn endings are interesting. This will be... Ooh. Ooh. Let's see. White has an advantage. Ooh. This could be, you know, sometimes the engine doesn't quite notice things in these endgames if you play the wrong move. Especially if he's using like a weak engine. Well, yeah, white's winning. Uh-huh. I mean, that's got to be so sad. That's got to be so sad. You lose a game even using stock fit. Like, how does that even happen? How does that even happen? You know, what is he even doing? Somebody said in the chat he's a cheater. Maybe he saw it. Or maybe he's just throwing a game for the sake of, I don't know, covering his tracks. It's funny, he's still spending 7 seconds. It's like he thinks the engine is going to help him out of this jam that he's in or something. This will be funny. This is going to be funny. He spends the rest of the game spending 7 seconds to make a move. Yep. I don't know what white's doing. Like, why don't you just push your pawn? Like, just sack your queen. Get another one. Why are we doing this dance? Why? Why? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Don't worry, guys. Oh, there it is. Okay. Let's check the accuracy of that one. Interesting. Yeah, he might have just turned it off at the end or something. That was weird. I mean, how do you tell what these rice cookers think? You can't get in their brain, right? He banned yet? Let's check it again. Come on, dude. Yeah, Best.com is taking their time on this one. I'll have to give you guys an update next time. I'm gonna go eat some dinner. But my streak has been ended by the rice cooker. Very sad. Very, very sad. Especially given the position that we had. We could have won. I could have won. Yeah, he was just playing random moves. And then after knight takes h2, it was like, oh yeah, now I'm in trouble. I should probably start taking this seriously. I just messed it up with bishop g4. I actually totally missed this idea of d6. Because even just something simple like taking the pawn, just not letting that bishop get blocked off would have been fine. Guys, I'll see you next time. Yeah. Fun stream. And as always, stay sharp, play smart, take care. And don't cook your rice. Okay? Don't do it.